Hi, I'm Hawaiian Dan from SeaEagle.com, here to show you just how easy it is to set up the FishSkiff16. To begin, find a clean area to unpack your items. Unpack your fish skiff, transom, pump, SUP paddle, and repair kit. Now depending on which package you purchase, you may also have the optional green swivel seat fishing rig kits, a tandem green swivel seat kit, 7-inch pedestal, wide sun and rain canopy, bow motor mount, bow mount electric motor with quick release bracket, Minn Kota trolling motor power center, and or the Honda motor. There are a few quick, one-time setup assemblies that require a Phillips head screwdriver, a lightweight hammer, and pliers. Start by unrolling your FishSkiff16. At the front end, remove the 3 air valve caps by turning them to the left and lifting them out. Push the center valve stems down and a quarter turn to the left so they spring into the up position. The manual select hand SUP pump has a pressure gauge on the top center of the handle. The hashes and the numbers along the outside display bars, and on the inside PSI. There is also a lever near the top to select single or double action. The pump comes with 2 hoses. One is a hook and style recessed valve adapter that attaches to your recessed air valves. The other has a cluster of 3 adapters, one of which is a wide mouth adapter that fits nicely into your Boston style valves. To inflate your Sea Eagle, locate your manual hand SUP pump and screw on the hose with the hook and style recessed valve adapter. The adapter side has a rubber gasket on it, so be sure that the groove side of the gasket is facing out. If it's not, simply flip the gasket over and make sure that the groove side is facing out. Then attach it to your recessed air valve by pushing it in, turning it to the right until the hooks lock into place. Now start by selecting the double action. This inflates during both the up and down strokes. When it gets hard to pump, switch over to single action, which makes it even easier by only inflating during the downstrokes and using your body weight as leverage. Attach the pump to the floor section first by inserting it into the air valve, then pressing it down and turning it to the right until it locks into place, and inflate the floor to 15 psi. Sea Eagle offers a line of electric pumps to make inflation even easier. The BTP 2-stage pump works best with the Sea Eagle FishSkiff16, travel canoe, sports runabout boats, and other large inflatable hulls. To begin, screw the pump hose onto the red inflation port of the pump. On the opposite end of the hose, you'll want to use what's called the hook and style recessed valve adapter with rubber gasket. Now, if it's not already attached, locate the adapter and twist it on. Then press it against a firm surface to fully seat it. Make sure that the groove side of the rubber gasket is facing outward. If it's not, simply flip it over so that the groove side is facing out. Now, through the center pocket, you can connect the pump to the optional battery, which also comes with a wall charger. When charging the battery, the LED light on the charger itself will be red. When it's fully charged, it will shut off or turn green. Or you can connect the pump to the alligator clips and then to a battery source. Set the pump dial to the desired PSI setting. The black numbers and hashes on the outside measure bars, and the red number and hashes on the inside measure PSI. Now never turn the pump dial while the pump is actually running, as this could damage your Sea Eagle pump. Attach the pump hose to your recessed air valve by pushing it in and turning it to the right until the hooks lock into place. Then press the on button and your hand's free. The pump will automatically shut off once the desired PSI setting has been reached. Remember to only use Sea Eagle recommended pumps, as they have been thoroughly tested for use with Sea Eagle products. Never ever use an air compressor, as they can easily damage your Sea Eagle and possibly cause you bodily harm. Non-recommended pumps void your Sea Eagle warranty. Remember to replace the air valve cap. Inflate the sides to approximately 2 psi so that you can install the transom. Locate the 4 bolts, 4 washers, and 4 plastic screw-on nose knobs located in your kit. With a smaller transom plate facing forward, insert the transom board into the transom grommets. If it's a tight fit, use your screwdriver to gently pry the grommets apart, but just a little. Attach the transom first to the floor by inserting a bolt with a washer through the rear of the grommet, then through the transom and out the front of the grommet. Slide on a washer and securely tighten with a plastic nose knob. Now repeat these steps until all 4 bolts are secured in place. Gently tapping a slightly stubborn bolt with a lightweight hammer may help. The green swivel seat fishing rig is guaranteed to greatly improve your experience while out on the water. Each swivel seat fishing rig kit includes the following: aluminum H-frame, a folding swivel seat, 2 Scotty rod holder with bases, 4 1-inch hex head bolts, 4 wing nuts, 8 1-inch Phillips head screws, and 2 4-foot cinch straps. You'll want to have handy a number 2 Phillips head screwdriver, 7/16 wrench, and pliers. There are 4 pre-drilled holes on each side of the long aluminum crossbar for attaching your 2 Scotty rod holder bases. With the new style push button releases nearest the outside edge, attach each base using 4 1-inch Phillips head screws. To attach the seat, offset the swivel seat plate located underneath and insert the 4 1-inch hex head bolts from the top down. Then insert the bolts through the 4 pre-drilled holes in the aluminum crossboard and securely tighten them with 4 wing nuts. If you choose to use the optional 7-inch pedestal, repeat the last steps with the pedestal attached in between the seat and the aluminum H-frame. Then insert your Scotty rod holders or Scotty accessory of choice and you're ready to go. The swivel seat fishing rig kit is an excellent accessory that will provide you with hours upon hours of back support, seat cushion comfort, and swiveling accessibility. Now that your seats are fully assembled, place them over the straps located on the floor of your FishSkiff16. Run the straps over the seat bar, through the center of both metal D-rings, back over the outside D-ring, then under the next one, and cinch it down tight. Repeat these steps with all seat straps. The straps may stretch when wet or over time, so before each use, make sure that all seat straps are securely tightened. The Tandem green swivel seats are one of my favorite optional accessories offered by SeaEagle.com. It allows me to take an extra person. It makes a great place for storing gear, provides tiller control comfort, and the extra seat seconds as an extremely useful bench when fishing solo. To start your one-time pre-assembly, locate the following: 2 swivel seats, 2 7-inch pedestals, 2 long aluminum bars, 4 short aluminum bars, 8 small 1-inch hex screws, 8 medium 1/3/8 hex screws, 8 long 2-inch Phillips head screws, 16 wing nuts, and 8 plastic screw-on knurl knobs. To attach the swivel seat to the 7-inch pedestal, offset the swivel plate located underneath. Then insert the 4 small hex bolts from the top down. Then insert those same bolts through the 4 holes on the top of your pedestal and secure them tightly with wing nuts. Repeat these steps with the other seat and set them both aside for now. Lay out 2 short aluminum bars parallel to each other. Insert 2 medium hex screws through the center pre-drilled holes of each bar from the bottom up so that the screws are facing up. Set a pedestal seat over the hex screws and tightly secure them with wing nuts. Repeat these steps with the other seat and then set them aside for now. Lay out 2 long aluminum bars parallel to each other. Insert 4 long Phillips head screws from the bottom up through the pre-drilled holes of each bar so that the screws again are facing up. Set a pedestal seat over the screws and tightly secure them with 4 plastic knurl knobs. Repeat these steps with the remaining seat and you're ready to go. The tandem seat will go in place of the rear swivel seat fishing rig kit. Now is a great time to inflate both side chambers to 15 psi. Remember to replace the air valve caps. A SUP paddle is included with your FishSkiff16 and a best practice is to keep it on board. The SeaEagle SUP paddle comes in 3 pieces: a T-handle, shaft, and blade section. Insert the blade into the shaft, aligning the holes with the push button until it locks into place. Then insert the T-handle into the opposite end, adjust it to your preferred height, and secure it by turning the locking collar clockwise. A common practice is to extend one arm above your head and roll your hand forward over the handle. Adjusting the paddle to this height is a good starting point. However, once on the water, you can make further adjustments to suit your personal preference. The kickback of the blade is designed to face forward throughout your paddle strokes. The ergonomic grip is designed to contour to the shape of your hand and fingers. The SUP paddle secures nicely into the FishSkiff16 paddle holders. You can also secure a stakeout pole anchor or a push pole. The 2 D-rings on each side of the gunnel at the front of your FishSkiff16 are to secure the optional bow motor mount that can be purchased from SeaEagle.com. To use a bow-mounted trolling motor, you'll need to have this optional bow motor mount. Included in the bow motor mount kit is 1 aluminum board, 4 plastic knobs, 4 1 1/4 inch bolts, and 4 washers. Place the bolts with the washers through the D-rings from the bottom up. Then place the aluminum board over the screws, making sure that the screws pass through the pre-drilled holes of the board. Thread the 4 plastic 3-arm knobs onto the screws and securely tighten them. The optional Water Snake 44 MK2 bow motor mount with quick release bracket and foot control offered by SeaEagle.com is compatible with both fresh and salt water. I average well over 3,000 striped bass per season, and this setup is what gives me the absolute advantage. The quick release bracket for the bow motor mount trolling motor is an absolute must. It makes removing and attaching your trolling motor quick and easy. Inside the kit, you'll find a motor mount bracket with insert block and locking bar, a set of 6 short 1.5-inch bolts for attaching the motor bracket, a set of 4 longer 1 3/4-inch bolts for attaching the block insert, 20 washers, 10 locking nuts, a retainer clip, and a 5mm hex key Allen wrench. There are also 8 plastic spacers and 4 extra long 2 1/4-inch bolts that you won't be needing. You'll also want to have handy a Phillips head screwdriver and 10mm wrench, as well as your bow mount trolling motor. Set your motor bracket with the insert block and locking bar attached together as one unit on top of your fish skiff motor mount. The longer end that extends past the locking bar, the wide section, should be facing towards the rear of your fish skiff. Remove the locking bar and insert the retainer clip. There are 2 holes in the retainer clip, and you should still be able to see one of the holes sticking out. You should also be able to lift off the motor bracket with the insert block remaining in place. Replace the motor bracket and locking bar. Insert 4 long bolts with washers into the center 4 holes of your insert block. Align the bolts with the 4 pre-drilled holes on your aluminum motor mount board until they drop through the aluminum board. Your bolts should be flush with the top of the insert block and not sticking up. This is what it should look like. On the bottom side, slide on a washer and securely tighten with 4 lock nuts. Lay your bow mount trolling motor on top of your fish skiff with the control head facing the rear and the lower unit facing the front. With a Phillips head screwdriver, remove one side plate. While facing the rear of the fish skiff, flip the trolling motor over so that the bottom is facing up and remove the remaining side plate. While maintaining the orientation of the motor bracket with the wide section towards the rear, remove the locking bar, lift the motor bracket up, and flip it over and onto your trolling motor base. Align the holes of the bracket and the trolling motor base. Insert the remaining 6 short bolts with washers into the 6 holes of the motor bracket. They should pass through your trolling motor base as well. Your bolts should be flush with the bracket and not sticking up. This is what it should look like. On the opposite side of the bolts, slide on the washers and securely tighten with lock nuts. Now careful not to over tighten the bolts for the retainer clip and its opposite side, as this may damage the motor bracket. Reinstall the side plates of your trolling motor, marry it to the insert block, and secure it with a locking bar. To release the motor, press down on the release lever and slide it out of the housing. To rack it, press down on the lever and slide it back into the housing until you feel and hear it lock into place. Remember to connect your trolling motor to the foot controller and power source. The foot controller is an incredible hands-free advantage that allows you to select your desired speed. Turn the motor on and off, and control it using heel and toe pressure, or you can run it continuously by pressing the COM button located on the left side. Pressing it again will turn the motor off. SeaEagle.com offers this optional Minn Kota trolling motor power center. Federal Law 183.460 requires a manually reset trip-free circuit breaker or fuse when using an electric motor. This optional Minn Kota trolling motor power center covers this requirement and more. It's well vented and has a built-in LED battery meter, 15 amp manual reset circuit breaker for the side 12-volt accessory plugs, and a 60 amp breaker for your electric motor. Inside the power center is where you'll place your battery and connect the main leads. This is a one-time setup. Replace the lid and secure it with the enclosed strap, and now everything can be done from outside the power center, such as connecting your trolling motor or charging your battery, GoPro, and cell phone. The power center can be secured at the rear when using a transom mount electric motor, or midship if you're using a bow mount trolling motor. SeaEagle.com offers optional 6-foot straps that are perfect for securing the power center. To secure the power center, loop a 6-foot strap through one of the D-rings located on the floor at the rear or midship. Set your power center in between the two D-rings. Feed both ends of the strap over the power center and through the handle. Then feed one end of the strap through the remaining D-ring and back through the buckle, and be sure to cinch it down tightly. To attach an electric or gas motor to the rear transom, simply hook the motor onto the transom and securely tighten the motor mount bracket bolts. The optional Honda 994 4-stroke outboard from SeaEagle.com is my favorite pairing gas motor with the FishSkiff16. With a top speed of over 21 miles an hour and boasting well over 30 miles per gallon, the Honda 99 gives me the fuel economy of a car, while most boats boast just a mere 2 to 5 miles per gallon. Protecting yourself against the elements is extremely important, and the Sea Eagle Canopy is a great option. In this video, I'll show you just how easy it is to set up the Sea Eagle Canopy. Start by unpacking the contents of the canopy box, which includes the canopy canvas, 2 U-frames, 2 scissor support bars with pre-attached adjustable straps, and the associated hardware. Unfold the canvas of your canopy and place it in front of you with the top of the canvas, the rough side facing up, and the smooth side facing down. Next, fold the ends towards the center and position it so that the center cutout is towards the front of your hull. Lay the U-frames on top of the canvas in line with their sleeves. You want to be sure that the pre-drilled holes of the front frame are facing up and the rear frame are facing down. Feed the front frame through the front sleeve. This is what it should look like with the holes facing up. Now repeat this step on the opposite side, and this is what it should look like with the holes facing down. Now flip the rear end of the canopy over and connect your scissoring support bars. The shorter bar attaches to the front and they will easily snap together. Attach the remaining bar to the rear and repeat these steps on the opposite side. Now take your canopy over to your hull for attachment. With a short scissor bar and canvas cutout facing up and the canopy facing the rear of the fish skiff, line the black ends of the canopy frame up with the canopy mount on the fish skiff. Insert your bolt and secure it with the plastic knurl knob included in your kit. You can use a Phillips head screwdriver to help tighten the bolt. Repeat this on the opposite side. Now attach the rear 2 straps to the rear carry handles of the fish skiff, one on the right side, the other on the left side. Grab one of the front canopy straps and walk it towards the front of the fish skiff. Cinch the front straps all the way up and wrap them around the scissor bar once and then 2 more times just below the first wrap for a total of 3 full wraps. Now attach it to the middle carry handle and repeat these steps on the opposite side. Then adjust the rear straps until the canopy is tight and correctly positioned. There are additional Scotty pads at the front left and right rear of the FishSkiff16. Optional Scotty deck mounts and accessories are available from SeaEagle.com. To attach the optional deck mount to a pre-installed Scotty pad, use 4 7/8 stainless steel screws. If you can't locate them, be sure to check your orange repair kit. Using incorrect screws may damage your Sea Eagle and void your warranty. Be sure that the arrow on the deck mount points inboard, then with a Phillips head screwdriver, securely tighten the screws. Repeat these steps with the remaining Scotty pad. Then insert your Scotty accessories of choice. Optional Scotty deck mounts and accessories are available from SeaEagle.com and can be used to attach a vast array of optional Scotty accessories such as rod holders, anchor locks, camera mounting post, and so much more. The Sea Eagle Inflatable FishSkiff16 is a one-of-a-kind fish catching machine, meticulously designed for fishing, ease of use, and extreme portability. It's the most stable and fastest self-bailing hull in its class. There's absolutely nothing like it in the world. I consistently average well over 3,000 catches per season, and I currently hold the largest striped bass record caught in my region, and this is what I do it with. It's one of my top 3 go-to fishing hulls from SeaEagle.com. From skinny water to deep water, the Sea Eagle FishSkiff16 always gets me quickly, quietly, efficiently, and reliably to where the fish are. Packing up the fish skiff is quick and easy. Remove the paddle, canopy, gas motor, rear transom, seats, power center, electric motor, bow motor mount, Scotty accessories, and 3 air valve caps. Now be sure that your face is not over and is clear of the air valves, then push down on the center valve stem with your thumb and twist it a 1/4 turn to the right until it locks into the down open position. Repeat this step with all air valves. Now there are many ways to roll up the FishSkiff16. You have the option to leave your transom and bow motor mount attached if you wish. However, the FishSkiff can be packed much smaller and lighter with them removed. Today I'll show you one way to fold it without them attached. Starting at the rear, I make my first fold forward at the rear D-ring by standing on the FishSkiff, grabbing the rear carry handles and pulling towards the front. Then I fold the rear ends back over and on top of the first fold and push out the remaining air. Now try to keep the ends somewhat flush with the rear of the first fold. Now simply continue folding forward while pushing the remaining air out. Slide the included strap under your FishSkiff16, buckle it together and cinch it tight. Lay out your FishSkiff16 bag. Now I prefer to roll up the side flap closest to the hull. Remember to use your legs to lift and either roll your FishSkiff right onto the bag or lift it up one end at a time and set it into place. Pull in the bag side flaps and secure the straps by running the straps through both the E-rings first, then back over the first, under the second, and tighten. If you find this video helpful and wish to see others like it, click on the subscribe button in the lower left-hand corner. Hit the notification bell and hit the thumbs up button as well. Remember to share this with your family and friends and post your comments and questions in the section below. I'll place links to the optional accessories mentioned and a timestamp table of contents in the video description below. Until next time, I'm Hawaiian Dan with SeaEagle.com and I'll see you out on the water. Aloha.